Isn't it astonishing? Someone who presumed they had you completely understood. Someone who truly thought you were merely a sweet, naive individual they could manipulate at will has just experienced the most significant wake-up call of their existence. And now, they are in a state of turmoil because the universe has revealed to them who the true fool is. If you wish to uncover what transpired and why this individual is losing sleep over their underestimation of you, stay tuned, as the energy surrounding this situation is intense. Greetings, beautiful souls. This is Blue, bringing you another collective reading here on True Soul Tarot Guidance. We are tuning into the energy today, and what is emerging is incredibly powerful. Therefore, if you are present at this moment, it is not by mere chance. The universe has a message for you regarding someone who severely misjudged themselves by believing you were weak. However, before we delve into the cards, remember to take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not every message is meant for everyone, so simply embrace what speaks to your spirit and allow the rest to flow away. Now, let me draw these cards, as the energy surrounding this matter is already coming through strongly. I perceive someone who genuinely thought they could manipulate you, control the narrative surrounding you, and perhaps even break you down to the extent that you would give up on yourself. This individual misinterpreted your kindness as a sign of weakness. They recognized your authenticity, your efforts to love and support others, and mistakenly believed that made you an easy target. Oh my goodness, were they mistaken? The extent of this person's miscalculation is, quite frankly, embarrassing for them at this juncture. Let me draw the first card to reveal what this person was truly attempting to do to you. Wow. All right, I am receiving the Five of Swords. This is remarkable because this card signifies conflict, representing someone who believes they have triumphed in some sort of battle. This individual genuinely thought they held the advantage over you. They believed they were exceptionally clever and cunning, maneuvering against you. The Five of Swords indicates an individual who was deliberately attempting to undermine you. This person was literally scheming on how to tarnish your reputation or diminish your self-worth. It could be a family member, a friend, or even a romantic partner. Regardless of who it is, they were in a competitive mindset with you. The astonishing part is that you were not even in competition. You were simply living your life authentically, expressing genuine love and care. This individual perceived your kindness as a sign of weakness. What I sense is that this person became overly comfortable with your benevolence. They became accustomed to your sweetness, your helpfulness, and your role as the bigger person, leading them to believe you lacked resolve. They thought you would continue to endure whatever they threw your way. They genuinely believed you would never assert yourself, never confront them, and never defend yourself against their assaults. However, what they failed to grasp is that you are not someone who was raised to be soft. You had to become astute very quickly. From childhood, you learned that people would test your limits. You recognized early on that individuals would attempt to manipulate you as if you were oblivious, as if you were unaware of the unfolding events. Yet, you have always been 10 steps ahead. You have been operating in silence, observing, calculating, and safeguarding yourself in ways they could not even fathom because they were too preoccupied with underestimating you. Let me draw another card to discern what they were specifically targeting in your life. Oh my, the Eight of Swords has emerged. This is significant because this card symbolizes feelings of entrapment, a sense of having no alternatives, as if you are ensnared and unable to find an escape. Thus, this individual was actively attempting to instill a sense of powerlessness in you. They aimed to make you feel as though you were confined within the circumstances they orchestrated. Whether it involved attempting to interfere with your finances, obstructing opportunities from reaching you, tarnishing your reputation through falsehoods and smear campaigns, or even disrupting your mental and emotional well-being with relentless stress and chaos. Their intention was to make you feel trapped, to compel you to surrender and abandon your aspirations, your objectives, and everything you have diligently worked towards. It is evident that this individual believed that if they could sufficiently break you down, it would somehow yield benefits for them. They seemed to genuinely think that your suffering would serve their interests. How disturbing is that? They assumed that if they could destabilize you, bringing you to a point where you were merely struggling to survive from day to day, barely managing to stay afloat, they would emerge victorious. Perhaps they believed they would appear more favorable by comparison, or they thought they could swoop in and seize what rightfully belongs to you, be it opportunities, the respect of others, financial rewards, romantic relationships, or even your destiny. Regardless of the specifics, they had devised an entire scheme in which your downfall was meant to facilitate their rise. They were essentially attempting to exploit your pain, thrive on your challenges, and elevate themselves at the expense of your suffering. However, here's where it becomes truly intriguing. Allow me to draw a card to reveal what you were genuinely accomplishing while they presumed to have you figured out. The Queen of Swords has just emerged, and this is absolutely fitting. The Queen of Swords represents you, my dear. This is an individual who perceives through the facade. Someone who has been attentively observing, taking mental notes of every detail. While this person believed you to be a naive, kind-hearted individual they could easily manipulate, you were, in fact, being quite strategic. You observed them gradually revealing their true selves with each action they took. You were attentive to the discrepancies in their narratives, their dubious conduct, the noticeable shift in their energy when specific subjects arose, and the facades that failed to align. Your intuition was alerting you that something was amiss with this individual. Rather than dismissing it as they had hoped, you began to alter your approach. What I perceive is that you adopted a proactive stance. You initiated the severing of the codependent bonds between yourself and this individual. You commenced safeguarding yourself in ways that they were initially oblivious to. Perhaps you ceased to disclose certain details to them. Perhaps you began to keep your plans confidential, your aspirations guarded. Perhaps you emotionally and energetically distanced yourself from this relationship, establishing boundaries that they could not perceive, but certainly sensed. Whatever actions you took, you were preparing for the inevitable upheaval with this person before they even recognized that you were onto their game. And that is what they are struggling to cope with now. They are coming to the realization that you were not caught off guard in the slightest. You anticipated this situation from afar. You were fully aware of their true nature, their capabilities, and their intentions. You allowed them to believe they were evading consequences while you fortified your defenses, solidified your stance, and readied yourself for the moment when everything would collapse around them. Allow me to draw a card to discern what is currently transpiring in their life as a consequence of their actions against you. Astonishingly, the Ten of Swords has appeared, and this signifies utter and complete defeat. This individual is down for the count. They are experiencing turmoil on levels they never envisioned. The Ten of Swords depicts someone who has been utterly incapacitated, someone who is confronting the repercussions of their deeds in a profoundly undeniable manner. Interestingly, this card also symbolizes betrayal. I sense that this person is not only grappling with the karma of their actions towards you, however, they are also experiencing betrayal from individuals they believed would support them, individuals they placed their trust in, and individuals they confided in. What is becoming evident is that this individual feels overwhelmed by the burden of their own falsehoods. similar to the untrue statements they made about you and the defamation campaign they attempted to orchestrate. All of those utterances are now literally deteriorating around them, decomposing like spoiled food, and they find themselves trapped in the midst of it, unable to escape the foul odor of their own deceit. People are beginning to recognize the pattern. They are piecing together the clues. They are coming to the realization that if this individual could act in such a manner towards you, someone who was nothing but kind and sincere to them, then what might they do to anyone else? The trust has vanished. The respect has dissipated. The benefit of the doubt has disappeared. And this individual is left standing amidst the wreckage of their own making, pondering how it all collapsed so swiftly. Before we delve deeper into this intense energy, if you are receiving significant validation from this reading and wish to support the channel, I would be immensely grateful if you could send some super thanks. Whether it is $10, $20, or $30, your support truly aids me in continuing to deliver these messages, and it means the world to me. Additionally, if you desire exclusive content and more in-depth explorations of these energies, please consider checking out the channel membership. You will gain access to special readings that I do not share publicly, extended versions of popular readings, and it is such a wonderful community of souls navigating this spiritual journey together. You will have the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals who are experiencing similar situations, and there is an abundance of wisdom and support in that environment. Now, let us return to this topic because there is so much more to uncover, and it is truly astonishing. Therefore, this individual is currently in a state of complete crisis. They are losing sleep, literally awake all night, tossing and turning, gazing at the ceiling, attempting to comprehend how everything went so awry for them. The card I perceive in the energy reveals an individual with bloodshot eyes and pronounced bags beneath them, utterly drained from the stress and paranoia they are enduring. What I sense is that they are now consumed by paranoia regarding everything. They are perpetually glancing over their shoulder. They are scrutinizing every relationship they possess because they no longer know whom they can trust, who is genuinely loyal, or who might be the next to betray them. The unsettling aspect is that they are beginning to comprehend that you were aware of this all along. They are replaying conversations in their mind, instances where you remained silent when they anticipated a reaction, moments when you simply smiled and moved on while they attempted to provoke you, and situations where you did not defend yourself in the manner they expected. Now, they are realizing that your silence was not due to ignorance. It was a calculated strategy. Your composure was not a sign of weakness. It was a demonstration of confidence. Your lack of response did not stem from unawareness of their actions. Rather, it was because you allowed them to dig their own grave. Allow me to draw one more card to ascertain the final outcome for you in this scenario, as I believe it is essential to determine your position following all of this. Oh my goodness, the Sun card has appeared, and it is truly magnificent. This revelation brings me to the brink of tears of joy because the Sun symbolizes victory, clarity, the complete unveiling of truth, and unadulterated happiness. While this individual remains trapped in their Ten of Swords energy, utterly defeated and grappling with the repercussions of their actions in the most excruciating manner, you are transitioning into your Sun energy. You are radiating, quite literally glowing. You are flourishing in ways that are evident to everyone around you. Everything they attempted to obstruct is now flowing to you with even greater intensity than before. It is as if the dam has burst, and now the blessings are pouring in. The opportunities they sought to undermine are manifesting in a manner that is larger and more remarkable than you initially envisioned. The reputation they attempted to tarnish with their deceit and slander is, in fact, being enhanced as people are beginning to recognize the truth. They are witnessing your true character and observing how you maintained your composure and dignity while this individual was descending into chaos. The joy and tranquility they sought to rob from you are now being experienced at levels you never thought possible. You are waking up each day filled with joy in your heart. You are navigating your days with confidence and a sense of purpose. You are drawing in positive individuals and opportunities. You are witnessing progress in areas where you previously felt stagnant for an extended period. Everything is aligning beautifully for you in the most harmonious and synchronistic manner. The most remarkable aspect is that you did not have to force any of it. There was no need for manipulation, scheming, or playing games. You simply needed to remain authentic, trust the process, and allow divine timing to orchestrate everything. And it has. It truly has. What is coming through with great clarity is that this individual now harbors deep regret for their actions. They are plagued by painful remorse that keeps them awake at night. They regret underestimating you. They regret believing you were someone they could toy with, someone who would not defend themselves, someone who would merely accept the disrespect and move on as if nothing had occurred. They regret speaking ill of you to others, as they now appear utterly foolish in front of everyone who heard their falsehoods. All those instances when they referred to you as the fool. All those moments they shared laughter with their friends about how they were outsmarting you, how they believed they had you deceived, how you were oblivious to their true intentions. It is all returning to haunt them in the most severe manner, because now everyone can discern who the genuine fool is. And it is not you. It never was. It has always been them projecting their own foolishness onto you, attempting to make you feel like the punchline when they were the joke all along. This individual is now observing you from afar. They are unable to comprehend what they are witnessing. You are not broken as they anticipated. You are not ensnared in the struggle they attempted to confine you within. You are neither defeated nor embittered, nor are you consumed by thoughts of revenge. In fact, you are thriving more than ever, surpassing the state you were in prior to their chaotic and dramatic entrance into your life. This reality is driving them absolutely mad because they expended considerable energy attempting to undermine you. They dedicated an immense amount of time, effort, and focus on scheming against you, disseminating falsehoods about you, and trying to sabotage every positive aspect of your life. Not only did their efforts fail, but you emerged from it all even stronger, more blessed, more safeguarded, and more aligned with your true purpose. Your life is flourishing in every respect. Your mindset is clearer than it has ever been. Your energy is both protected and elevated. Your blessings are flowing in abundance. Meanwhile, they are ensnared in the repercussions of their own actions, confined within the hell they constructed for themselves, observing your brilliance from the sidelines while they remain in darkness. This individual believed they were confronting someone weak, someone who would not assert themselves, someone who would merely accept the disrespect and move on as if nothing had occurred, someone whose spirit could be shattered under sufficient pressure. However, what they failed to recognize is that you possess the ability to safeguard yourself in ways they cannot even fathom. You understand when to voice your concerns and when to remain silent. You know when to defend yourself in public and when to allow a higher power to handle your battles discreetly. You are aware of when to engage and when to completely detach. You do not squander your energy recklessly, reacting to every provocation. Instead, you act with wisdom and discernment. You choose your battles with care. You do not expend your power on individuals who do not merit it. This is what renders you untouchable to people of this nature. They are unable to decipher your actions. They cannot anticipate your next moves. They are unable to manipulate you because you can see through their strategies even before they are fully developed. Additionally, It is evident that this individual is currently struggling to cope, yet they find themselves unable to do so. Nothing seems to be effective for them. They may be consuming alcohol more frequently, smoking excessively, or engaging in any activity that helps them numb the harsh reality of their circumstances and the consequences they are facing. They are filled with anger, a profound anger directed at themselves and their situation. They harbor bitterness regarding the outcome of their circumstances. They feel resentment towards the fact that you are flourishing while they are in turmoil. This negative energy is consuming them from within, poisoning their mind, body, and spirit. In contrast, you are living your best life, concentrating on your objectives, aligned with your purpose, and surrounded by individuals who genuinely care for and support you. These are people who recognize your worth and treat you accordingly. The disparity between your situation and theirs is striking and unmistakable, and it is apparent to everyone. People are observing the difference in your energy in comparison to theirs. You exude light while they are burdened. You embody peace while they are chaotic. You are experiencing growth while they are in decline. This is evident to anyone who is paying attention. For some of you, this scenario may involve a romantic relationship. Perhaps it is a soulmate or twin flame connection that went awry because this person prioritized ego over love. They opted for pride instead of partnership. They chose to engage in games rather than being genuine with you, rather than being vulnerable, and instead of meeting you with authenticity. Now, they are beginning to realize what they have lost, truly seeing it for the first time. They are observing you as you move forward with your life, witnessing your transformation in every possible way, and watching you attract better opportunities and more suitable individuals into your life. People who understand how to treat you well. It is profoundly affecting them internally, as they are aware, deep down, that they shared something genuine with you, something both rare and precious. However, they messed it up dramatically by attempting to control, manipulate, or treat you as if you were inferior, as though you should feel thankful for their attention. Now, they are overwhelmed with regret, wishing they could turn back time and alter their actions, fully aware that they cannot. What I want you to understand, and what the Spirit is emphasizing at this moment, is that this victory belongs to you. You have earned it, not out of pettiness, vengeance, or a desire to see someone suffer, but because you remain true to yourself. Through all the challenges they imposed upon you, you did not lower your standards to align with their energy. You did not compromise your integrity for the sake of revenge. You did not allow this individual to shatter your spirit or alter your true self. You remained steadfast in your principles. You trusted your intuition, even when others may have advised you to give this person another opportunity, and you allowed God to take care of the rest. And look at your current state. You are liberated from their toxic influence. You are experiencing happiness in ways that were absent when they were part of your life. You are now in harmony with your authentic path. You are safeguarded by forces beyond their reach. This individual can do nothing but observe from afar, regretting every decision that led to your loss. The message that the Spirit wishes for you to receive today is that you are not, and have never been, anyone's fool. Those who misinterpreted your kindness as weakness have learned their lesson the hard way. Those who believed they could outsmart you have been humbled by reality. The individuals who attempted to dim your light are now engulfed in their own self-imposed darkness, pondering how they arrived at such a state. And you are radiating brighter than ever, entering new realms of blessings and favor that they cannot even fathom. Continue to do precisely what you are doing. Continue to trust your intuition, for it has never led you astray. Continue to progress with wisdom and elegance, as this is your inherent state. Allow God to handle your struggles, for the system evidently functions effectively. You possess evidence of this. Now, this circumstance serves as a significant reminder to all observers that one should not judge a book by its cover. Just because an individual is kind does not imply they are gullible or easily manipulated. Similarly, just because someone exudes peace does not mean they are weak or incapable of self-defense. Choosing to refrain from engaging in drama and chaos does not indicate a lack of awareness regarding the events unfolding around them. Some of the most influential individuals in this world operate quietly. They do not feel the need to announce their next steps or publicize their intentions. Their achievements speak volumes. They comprehend that true power does not require loudness or aggression. And that is precisely who you are. You possess strength in your tranquility. You are formidable in your silence. You are safeguarded in your serenity. As we conclude this reading, I encourage you to embrace the energy of triumph and validation that envelops you at this moment. You have endured much while contending with this individual and their schemes, their falsehoods, their assaults, and their efforts to undermine you, yet you have emerged victorious, as you always do. This is because you are shielded by a force greater than anything this person could ever unleash upon you. You are guided by divine wisdom. You are cherished by the universe itself. Therefore, hold your head high, continue to walk confidently in your purpose, and observe how everything unfolds in your favor in ways that will astonish even you. If this message resonated with you in any way, I kindly ask you to show appreciation for this video by clicking the like button and sharing it with friends or family members who may benefit from hearing this specific message today. When you engage with the content through likes, comments, and shares, it helps the YouTube algorithm push this message to new audiences who are actively searching for exactly this type of guidance and confirmation. So, let's get this video out there to everyone who needs this validation. Everyone who needs to know. They are not crazy for seeing what they see. Everyone who needs to hear that their victory is coming. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for trusting this channel with your time and energy, and for being part of this beautiful twin soul collective guidance community that we're building together. I'm Blue, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Until then, stay blessed, stay protected, stay aligned with your highest good, and remember that you are never ever the fool in anyone's story. You're the one who got the last laugh. Take care, beautiful souls.